what books from that world would you say, like, if you could go back and tell yourself, like, all right, just read these few, what would those few be for you?
So yeah, while I was away last week, I had another somewhat of a revelation as well, and I want to get your guys' take on this. So for a while, the relatively small amount of time I've dictated for reading books has been focused on like music business or general productivity hack type book stuff where it's like this book is going to directly help the efforts that I'm putting in to become a pro level music artist or whatever, right? So I've been reading a lot of those types of books, and I kind of had this revelation that almost a lot, almost all of those like kind of self improvement type books seem to have a bit of a circular message, or one that could be explained in like a 2-page article, like
Mm-hmm.
the whole book. And I've realized that those books have provided some useful insight at times to my daily life, but most of them haven't really moved the needle that much, you know? And the kind of revelations and whatnot that your subconscious can bubble to the forefront uh, when it's able to work strongly and use associative thoughts and stuff, like those revelations mean a lot more to me. And so instead of reading self-improvement or those types of books where the in so many words it seems like it should improve my daily life, I'm thinking I'm going to actually switch to just reading fiction for 6 months and see if the difference in thought patterns and getting lost in a world that isn't my own, that allows my subconscious to really mull over the deep thoughts that I've like think about a lot and can't really come to a conclusion yet. Like if getting lost in another world will actually help my subconscious do that heavy lifting and provide the answers out of nowhere that I'm looking for. I think that might work. I'm gonna try
Hey,
that.
while we're on this topic, actually, Gridham reached out and he had a question about what sort of books we're reading. And
Yeah.
me and him talked a bit about this, and I recommended Deep Work by Cal Newport. And I said I'd bring it up on the podcast, see what your guys' favorites are. And I was wondering, Evan, from your perspective,
Yeah.
you said a lot of those books are samey. I think the genre of self-help is still like worthwhile to read, but I do agree with you that it's very like circular in its content. I was wondering though, what books from that world would you say, like, if you could go back and tell yourself, like, all right, just read these few, what would those few be for you?
Yeah. I would say the first one would be The War of Art. Uh,
Woo! That
Yeah.
was a high
mostly,
on my list.
yeah, mostly because it gives a name to that thing that kind of beats you down all over the place, resistance. Once you have a name for that thing, then it becomes like, oh, I'm experiencing resistance right now. I should just tell it to fuck off and like just start working on something. Like that's really an important mental shift. So I think that one,
Yo,
uh,
can we stay on that really quick before we
yeah,
move to the next book? Because that is so important. We had a whole segment about that 2 weeks ago. Talking about overcoming resistance and building momentum. And one thing I wanted to add to that was like the importance of this concept that sometimes that resistance we place it inside ourselves, our own self-doubt, and a lot of the times we place that resistance and project it onto other people. Oh, well, my boss, or oh, well, my family, or oh, well, this responsibility over here, and that's why I can't make time for music or whatever creative art you're working on. And recognizing that all of it comes from within,
mm,
and it is, I like to think of it as like the gravity that is the equal and opposite force to creativity. But just like actual gravity, without that pull downwards, we can't build the muscles to learn how to climb up. And
Wow.
so don't think of this as an enemy or as like this thing you have to completely eliminate. I don't think it ever goes away. It changes form, just like the ego. It changes form, it evolves, and the way we experience it changes over time. But remembering that it is not like this enemy to be eliminated or hated, because then you hating resistance is just a new form of resistance that you're deluding yourself and projecting onto this external thing called resistance, which is again just a waste of internal energy inside of yourself.
Holy
I'm
shit.
speaking
Dude.
from experience.
Holy shit. You
Yup.
just literally that I currently deal with that. I love so much that you just brought that up because that metaphor you used is fucking beautiful. Without gravity, you would not have the ability to build the muscle that you have. That's fucking amazing. I love that concept. Just like the motivation that provides just simply from the fact that there's resistance. That totally flips it on its head. It's like without resistance, I wouldn't be able to grow. And so then recognizing the resistance as a trigger to excite yourself at the possibility to get better and to improve and to break through that is
Amen.
fucking incredible. I love how you flipped that. I'm gonna use that thought exercise all the fucking time now.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's one of my top favorite books. When Tesco asked the question, that like jumped to the top of my list of things to bring up. And then the
Yeah.
fact that you brought it up first, it's like, okay, double down. Whoever has not read The War of Art it's Stephen Pressfield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever hasn't read that, go read that. We should get an Amazon affiliate link to that book or some shit.
Definitely.
I like it. What's up, humans? It's Luke, your friendly neighborhood trap Jesus. Thanks so much for watching the podcast, checking out our videos. We truly appreciate you. So, Rip Kenny, Tesco, and myself got you a gift. We made you a free sample pack. It's got basses, it's got FX, it's got crazy percussion and Foley sounds, and it's free. It's all yours. Just click the link in the description below. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and share this with your friends. We appreciate you. Peace out and peace among worlds.